They call me Mr. Rollin', 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 roll it up. Mr. Rollin', 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 roll it up.
Blunt Talk with Mr. Roll It Up, episode number 2. And in this episode, I wanted to show y'all the latest news that just came out 2 days ago. Today's February 3rd. But Bernie Sanders pledges legal marijuana in all 50 states on day one as president. So, I figured that'd be a dope little second video that we speak about. Thought this would be a dope little second video that we, jump into, since, a lot of people don't like to talk politics. I always talk politics, but especially when it's involving cannabis. And, Bernie Sanders, he gets it. He knows what it is. Cannabis is not the problem. It's big business, it's corruption, and all this other BS going on. So let's check out what Bernie Sanders has to say, though. With just 2 days to go before the Iowa caucus, Senator Bernie Sanders is pledging to immediately legalize marijuana in all 50 states if he's elected to the White House. We will end the destructive war on drugs, the 2020 Democratic presidential candidate said at a rally in Cedar Rapids. On my first day in office, through executive order, we will legalize marijuana in every state in this country. Damn. It's 2020 and cannabis still isn't legalized in every state in this country. It's insane. Bernie emphasized it would be important for his administration to end cannabis prohibition in a way that helps communities harmed by the drug wars enforcement. What he's talking about is black folks, colored minorities, all of us that have been targeted and penalized worse than white people have been. We will move forward to expunge the records of those arrested for possession of marijuana, he said. And we will make certain that the legalized marijuana industry is not controlled by a handful of corporations, but that those people, the African American community, the Latino community, the Native American community, those people who have suffered the most will get help in order to make money through a legalized marijuana industry. It's far from clear that Sanders, as president, would actually be able to accomplish unilateral federal legalization of marijuana, let alone end prohibition in every state. Get it done just hours after he is sworn in. The executive branch does have authority under the Controlled Substance Act to reclassify cannabis without further actions from Congress, but the details of the process involve steps by the Attorney General and the Health and Human Services Secretary. Sanders' design is unlikely to be installed on his first day. Current law also means that international drug treaties could complicate moves by an administration to deschedule marijuana from the CSA entirely. And when it comes to enacting legalization in every state, there's not much a president could do to force the repeal of local criminalization laws. Sanders also mentioned his intention to swiftly legalize marijuana and take over executive actions at an earlier campaign stop on Saturday afternoon, joking that he would tell his wife on Inauguration Day that, "I'll be home late, my dear." Hey, man, all I'm saying is Bernie has the right idea. Donald Trump's saying, "Oh, I'll just leave it up to the states." What he's doing, he's playing it. Again, it's him working with his rich buddies. Most of those individuals that are in states that don't have it fully legalized and things like that. Those are where I feel like a lot of more of the problematic issues take place, especially around cannabis and minorities. You can look and see trends. It's not being made up or anything in that sense. You can clearly see kind of a pattern, where a lot of these states that still have harsh penalties for cannabis are those that have targeted minorities the most. So it's not a coincidence. So when it's all said and done, like I said, Bernie Sanders, though, he's that dude. Said it in my first episode of Blunt Talk that my prediction is Bernie Sanders is going to be our next president of the United States. And that said, with this right here, my next prediction is that Bernie Sanders, well, if he, for whatever reason, doesn't win, because I do see a lot of, there's still more BS going on with the DNC, where they might try to pull another fast one like they did on him last time against Hillary. And, the only reason why I think that they'll let up, and I don't think they really will to the same extent, is because Trump won last time. And if they do it again, I think he might win again. Now, if they don't, and Bernie wins, then I'm sticking with what I was about to say, what I just said a moment ago. Bernie will be our next president, but furthermore, he will legalize cannabis, like he said, in all 50 states. Now, I don't know if it's going to happen on day one, but he's going to make it happen. I do believe that. But what do y'all think? Do y'all think Bernie Sanders will legalize cannabis? I mean, do you even think Bernie Sanders is going to win? I guess that should be the first question. Maybe I'll use, I'll add a little quiz here inside the video. If you're watching this video on, actually, you know what? I think you can do a poll. I can do a poll or quiz inside YouTube as well. So maybe I'll do it from YouTube. But if I decide not to do it on YouTube, and if you're watching this on MrRollItUp.com, you will see a quiz, a little survey. I'm curious to see what other people think. Do you think Bernie Sanders will be our next president of the United States, or do you think Donald Trump will be? Right? Click. Let me know. Give me some feedback, your thoughts. Who do you think is going to be our next president of the United States? But yeah, this is good news when I see this. It's just more encouraging it's a confirmation in terms of what should happen. You know what I mean? When you see these leaders, these individuals that do right, and they do vote correctly on a lot of the obvious things, it again, it's just another confirmation that, okay, those same people that know what's right and what's wrong also have these beliefs when it comes to cannabis. And you gotta love that. Now, will he be able to get other individuals to follow suit? That's the question. But I'm not doubting it. I think it will be legalized all 50 states. And if we get a Bernie Sanders in the White House, I think it will happen quicker than it would with most others. So y'all know who I'm voting for the 2020 presidential election. This is it right here. Now is the time. But all right, y'all. Let me wrap it up. About to go start working on the Mr. Roll It Up lyrics music video. I gotta finish signing up for a few different sites so I can actually get my music out there and make sure it's registered and this, that, and the other. So the journey's just beginning. Things are picking up though. It's exciting. Got that Mr. Roll It Up gear you can get on our website as well, MrRollItUp.com. So I wasn't gonna make it live for a bit, but I'm like, forget it. Now's the time. Let's do it. I keep saying I'm gonna do this, that, and the other, and I do work on things, but life happens, and you have other responsibilities and priorities, and so it's like, what? Let's just go live with it. I know, like I said, there's still more stuff that needs to be done on it, but we going live with it. So check out MrRollItUp.com. Go get your Mr. Roll It Up gear. And like I said, comment on this video. Let me know what you guys think. Who is going to be our next president of the United States of America?
They call me Mr. Rollin', 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 roll it up. Mr. Rollin', rollin',